have continued their recent dominance over the Panthers with another win at the NIC yesterday. Matthew Waugh scored the winner in a 3-2 game, and as the four teams around the Steelers in the table all lost, it was an ideal evening. Cardiff are in town tonight, and if they win, plus Braehead do them a favour against Manchester, they could secure the title here, just like they did last season. They're coming off the back of a Tom Murdy shutout win against the Capitals, a great response to losing the lead twice at home in the Challenge Cup final defeat to Belfast this time last week. It'll be Murdy again in goal tonight, with Bound still absent. For the Steelers, John Armstrong is still injured, and Andreas Jantin misses out as the spare import for the second night running. Check that sends Crowder to the ice. He's popped straight back up. Devils have it in the corner, and the Steelers again are physical. They'll try and poke this one down the boards. They'll do so successfully. And Robert Dowd trying to set the tempo early, and the crowd respond. Dowd out to stick handle through centre ice. He'll gain the offensive zone, and he'll fire one in on Murdy. He's got a really good backhand shot, Robert Dowd, and he's got a good right hook as well. Wow. What a start to this game Robert Dowd's had. Big hit in his own zone, a shot on goal. And then a swinging right. Bryce Reddick really felt.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Reddick expected Dowd to come back with one right here and just manhandles him to the ground. So it looks like there's going to be a 2 each for Ruffin coming up here as Rob Dowd is just sat over top of him saying what's going on.
Fretter trying to cut his way through the middle. That's Farina with the defensive touch. And then a really big hit coming in from Romberg. Oh, and they don't like that. Reddick's going after him.
Well, you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, that was just a solid hit by Romberg. One of the guys that's not actually known to come in and do anything. He comes in, reads the play really well. And as the Cardiff Devil player is turning, he gets absolutely leveled by the big guy. So,
Shudra gives Hotham a big shove. Hotham stays strong and plays the pass forward. Bentivoglio to Richardson. Taking over is Asselin. It'll come back towards Bentivoglio in the left wing corner. Switched around to the far side. Ulmer invites Hotham into the play. The shot comes through. Mustakov saves it. Hotham is first to react to it. He's onto it. He tries to squeeze it in short side, and there wasn't enough room. Still Hotham goes. Now it's Richardson. The defenseman exchange passes. Devils are looking dangerous in the offensive zone. Bentivoglio played in towards the crease. Ulmer sees his shot blocked, and now the Steelers will counter, and the Devils have only got Richardson back. It's a 2-on-1 developing with Fretter. Colton Fretter has scored past Murdy and given the Steelers the lead.
yeah, that's a good job back in Sheffield zone. They box out really well, and Colton Fretter explodes down the ice here, and you can see head up all the way on Thomas Murdy, looking for an opportunity to shoot and score, and he snaps it up high over the elbow of Murdy in the net. But one of the Sheffield defensemen, I think, had broken a stick, which gave Bentivoglio an opportunity to walk around a little bit.
The crowd will like what they've seen from the Steelers tonight. They've seen more physical play. They won't like that turnover. It could be costly. Oh, lovely use of the skate from O'Connor. Well, the penalty is going to be incoming, but he prevented the Devils forward from getting inside with a nice little block tackle. And words are exchanged. It's Strachan and Fitzgerald. I don't think it's going to come to anything.
I think it's going to be Fitzgerald coming in on the boards. It's going to get the original 2-minute penalty for roughing, I think.
Oh, it's 2+10 check to the head. So this is the view we have. We'll see if we can
comes in right
spot anything.
There.
Looks like it's his stick that's high more than anything. That will automatically get a DOPS review. Any check to the head does. Richardson. Top unit is giving the Steelers all they can handle right now. The Steelers will force it clear. Here's Nelson. Dowd's trying to get across in support. That's where the pass was intended. It was just out of his reach. Valdic's forward. Nelson goes after Richardson. Turned back towards Dowd. Nelson again. Here's Dowd. He can snap it on goal. Murdy can save. There's a rebound there if they can dig it out of the skates. It's Valdix who does. Cross to Arson. One-timer comes through! And what a one-timer it is! It's absolutely fantastic from Francilla.
Yeah, Francilla gets absolutely all of this. The pressure goes back the other way. This is no fault of Murdy here. This just beats him with a great shot. Francilla gets all of this. There's a deflection by Haddad out in front. I'm not sure if it takes another one off Richardson, but Murdy is there. He's there in plenty of time. And you know, that high deflection off a defenseman or off the forward stick, just as Cardiff had Sheffield running around in their own end.
Game not yet underway in Braehead. Manchester Storm, the visitors. Storm have 69 points from 50 games. Cardiff have 77 from 49 coming into tonight. Here's a shooting chance. Mustakovs makes another stop. He's been a very busy netminder tonight, but he's been equal to everything so far. He's got a lot of work to do, but he can't stop that one. The Devils have a long-range slapshot goal of their own, and it's back to 2-1.
Yeah, it looks like it was Strachan that got all of that one as well. But again, look down in front of the net. You'll see the big hulking body of Myers down there doing exactly what he does. Gets in the way there, and I don't think Mustakov saw this until it was too late. But just before that, he took one high off the shoulder as well, as Sheffield a little bit disjointed again in their own end as that comes back to the blue line. And it's a one-timer that Strachan does get all of, and it sails it into the top corner over the blocker.
Dundee have taken the lead against Milton Keynes. Oh, we've got ourselves a bit of a tangle over on the far side, and we might get the gloves dropped. We have, it's Strachan. Oh, and that one didn't last long as Marquardt slipped down.
Yeah, it's the same thing that on the Fitzgerald thing. Neely gets hit high as he comes back through, and Marquardt comes into the rescue right away on Strachan. It's the same exact play as what Fitzgerald does coming down the boards, and neither referee decides to call it. And again, that's what it is. But you look at it now, the referee is pointing out to the end of the board, so whether he's seen it at the end after the fact, we'll see what happens with Strachan, as he's going to get shown the gate right here.
The Devils' goal scorer is done.
And there you saw, he sort of comes up right there, and you can see him, he explodes upwards. Even after the fact, he's half apologetic to it as well, as Neely tries to cut inside.
O'Connor into Westerling. He was under a tight spot, and Matthew Myers right in front of him, who completes the clearance. And again, Mustakovs to Francilla. Oh, and then Myers came charging in there, and it's not going to be charging, it's going to be play on. And the Steelers have possession down the other end of the ice, and Francilla is back to his skates behind the play and making his way to the bench. You can hear what the crowd think of it. Myers came absolutely flying in and landed the hit. And there's the deflection in! There's the response that the Steelers were wanting. Fretter's got himself another. And that's how you respond to an on-call.
That's exactly it. You know, you see what's going to happen there. Cardiff do a good job pushing the puck down the ice, and Matthew Myers takes a run at the Sheffield defenseman, gets out of position, and Sheffield quickly go back the other way and put it in the back of the net. Right here, nice little shot pass coming through here, down to Fretter, and again, nothing that Murdy can do there.
5-on-4 major will continue. Second of the game for Colton Fretter. We spoke about the different combinations. It's Robert Dowd back in the lineup, back on the power play, that gets the first assist. Matheson gets the second assist. Dowd with the shot, that's got a deflection from Kirk! He's taken his power play chance, and the Steelers have gone 4-1 in front.
Yeah, it's a good deflection in front, and Cardiff is reeling at the minute. This 5-minute power play has really put them on their back feet, and again, Murdy, there's nothing that he can do about this. This is knocked out of the air, and you know, good job there by Robert Dowd to get the puck towards the net, and a good hand-eye by Liam Kirk to put it back into the back of the net.
That is some deflection from Liam Kirk. All the skaters that needed to be off were off. They can't hold this one in the zone. The chase across to the far side for Rundberg. And again, he didn't quite get his angles right on that clearance. Didn't rim around the boards as he was hoping for. Dundee have caught on fire. They are 6-3 in front of Milton Keynes. Here goes Fitzgerald. Oh, he had his pocket picked just as he was thinking about shooting, and the Devils will break away here. Big opportunity for Bentavolio, and Mustakovs has saved it, and the Steelers have cleared it away from the crease. And then Fitzgerald across to Phillips, and the Steelers are going right back at the Devils. Been a really good game so far this tonight. Pass played across, Mustakovs with the save. Oh, and then the follow-up attempt from Haddad. He got a bit of stick on that as well, and the whistle's gone, even though the puck is loose. But Mustakovs has made a really important stop here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to open him up and try and go 5-0. Mustakovs gets all of everything behind that stick and pads as well. It goes back down the other end of the ice, and Murdy makes some saves, and then it comes right back again. So both netminders have been doing a good job to keep the game going. It's what we expect from these two teams when they open it up. They've got such an offensive ability, and to be fair, the power play is the only thing that's been unequal in the game so far.
Five took the lead in Edinburgh, but that game is back to 1-1. The Caps have got themselves an equaliser. Run through all the scores around the Elite League at the next appropriate break. The Devils moving in. They're looking dangerous. Look at that. Fantastically snapped in. They maybe haven't got full reward for all their offensive pressure so far in this game, but it's another superb Devils goal.
Yeah, Joey Martin here just brings it back, gets himself a little bit more room to make that good hard wrist shot. Mustakovs down way early there. Definitely unsighted there by O'Connor in front of him, but give Martin a lot of credit. That's a nice little goal scorer's goal. But Cardiff need to get this puck 6-on-5, as Murdy's gone back in the net, and he's now going back off the ice as Cardiff get it deep into Sheffield's end again.
50 seconds left, and every clearance from the Steelers makes Cardiff's already difficult task that little bit tougher. There is still time, but it's got to be now. They've got to find two, remember. Hotham's shot is saved. Haddad, under pressure from Arson, moves it across the other side. Chance to snap this one on goal. Oh, they've hit the post a third time tonight. Well, when it's not your night, Cardiff, it's just not your night.
And a penalty looks like it's coming up to Cardiff. Going to be
and the Steelers will get onto this with Fretter. He plays it across. Jonathan Phillips seals it. On the delayed penalty, into the empty net. And Cardiff will have to wait a little bit longer.
Again, good job by Colton Fretter. He got interfered with and held up, but he just keeps going and going and going. And then Jonathan Phillips goes to the net and out muscles Fournier to get his backhand into the wide open net. So the penalty was going to be way in the back before that, but Sheffield a great job collapsing in front of their own zone and their own net and not allowing Mustakovs to get anything taken at him. They work hard to get the puck down the ice.
Still 5-on-4, but it's not possible for the Devils now. Devils play it across. There might be an opportunity here. There's a save made by Mustakovs, and the Steelers will get it away, and time will expire. Cardiff will not be champions tonight. It's the Sheffield Steelers who take the 2 points. And that man, Irvins Mustakovs, was absolutely superb. The penalty killers as well, magnificent. Joey Martin is the Devils man of the match. Colton Fretter scored the opening goal, and he scored what proved to be the game-winning goal. Sheffield's special teams made the difference tonight. They killed all the penalties that Cardiff threw at them, and it sends Colton Fretter off on the Eddie. A 4-point weekend for the Sheffield Steelers. And a nice way to finish a successful Sunday night.
So, 4-point weekend for you, Colton. Man of the match tonight. Must be a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, it's when we can beat those two teams, it's a great feeling. The locker room's upbeat. Played 2 solid games, 2 60-minute games, and that's what it takes to beat top teams like that.
It must be nice for the side, obviously given last year losing the championship to Cardiff in our own building, to not let that happen this. this time around?
Yeah, we knew that was a possibility tonight, and we wanted to try and stop them. But I think even if we win, they might be able to take it on home ice the next couple of games. But yeah, we're just gonna keep trying to play every game one at a time and get the wins.
So back to you on a personal note, back on the line with Matthew Waugh. How's that going for you?
Oh, it's great. We get broken up sometimes, or injuries happen, but as soon as we get back together, there's good chemistry, and we've had some success this weekend, and hopefully we can keep it rolling.
And well, sticking with lines, obviously Robert Dowd's back as well. So you've got the Nelson, Valdix and Dowd lines here. Obviously, it's a shame that that's not been there all season, but going into the playoffs, it'll be great for the team morale.
Yeah, they've been one of our steadiest lines all year offensively, putting up points, all three of them. And when one of them is out, it kind of throws off the chemistry. And with Dowd's coming back, it's a lethal line for us to have, and we're glad they're back together.
So again, looking forward now, it's obviously the playoffs will be the next big thing for the side. Is there a lot of confidence in the team going into these?
Yeah, there's the playoffs are coming up, but we still have, I think, 6 games left, and we want to approach every game like it is a playoff game. We're still battling for positioning in the standings, and I think we just play every game hard, and the playoffs will take care of themselves.
Paul, the perfect weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Really proud of the boys. I loved our battle level and played 2 very good teams, and we come out the right way. And but I loved like I said, I loved our performances and our battle levels, the way we got on second pucks, and we were strong around our net. You have to be strong around your own net against Cardiff. They're very direct. They've got some skilled guys that from the point to get pucks through, and and they're big and strong in them areas, and they score in tight areas as well. And I thought we managed that really well today. Moose was outstanding both games, and our PK tonight was something else, because we took a few unnecessary penalties, and Fitzy got a couple, then got frustrated in the box in the third period, and can't have that. I mean, you're playing Cardiff, and 50-50 decisions never go Sheffield's way, so we can't give an opportunity for, to get them back into the game, and a little disappointed with that. But not just him, we took 2 or 3 silly minors, but we can thank our penalty killers, and then Dowdy was instrumental on the power play. Kirky got a nice tip, and he made a great play to Fretz, and I thought our line of 92, 15 and 67 were unbelievable. They got on the board. Fretter was dynamic. Wazi was dynamic. 92 was linking up between them. I thought Levi had his best weekend for a long time. He was buzzing with his 2 line mates. And I liked our 4th line. Need a little more out of our 3rd line. I won't deny that. But it was tough for them today, because they're not penalty killers, and it was stop, start. And it's tough for them to get any kind of, fluid play under their belt. But great weekend by us all.
Cardiff always going to have a lot of the possession. They did tonight, and they got a lot of pucks to Moose, and he was strong, and the D in front of him even stronger. Yeah,
and we talked about that, and that's why they are where they are in the league, because they're a great team, and they've got very good players. And if we take the type of penalties that we have done in the past against that club, they've got the number 1 power play in the league for a reason. They've got the best quarterbacks on the blue line for a reason, and so we just got to smarten up there. We play them on Wednesday, and we can't afford to be killing penalties for, I don't know, a third, probably over a third of the game tonight. So, but the flip side of that was I loved our battle level, and from Moose outwards, it was a great performance and a great weekend.
Tell us about the pride you must have in the effort level of the club for the whole week, because it was under a bit of pressure. It wasn't where it wanted to be in the league, and it would have been very easy to fold the tent until the playoffs, and then to play Nottingham and Cardiff and come out on the right side.
Yeah, I mean we're disappointed where we are in the league. I mean, no one's going to deny that. No one's going to hide from that. We want to be that number 1 club. That number 1 club's Cardiff right now, but there is another trophy to play for. We have had a lot of injuries to key players. Dowdy back in the lineup has made that line again. You can see them, the chemistry that they've got there, and the energy that they bring us night in, night out. And, John hopefully will be a week or 2 before he's back. And so there's going to be great competition for places. Yamteen, he's gone home. His wife is having a baby any time now. So, he'll be coming back in after that point. And, we got to push forward together. And I say, when you battle and when you work hard and when you do the things in the right areas, and when your top players are your top players, you've got a chance to beat teams like Cardiff. And I thought, like I said, I thought Fretter was outstanding this weekend. Wazi was outstanding. Our back end was unbelievable. Unsung heroes, Scotty Arson, you know, people like him, Francilla, you know,
and David Phillips
people
with
like
the nasty.
Ronnie, and David Phillips, who we didn't even know was going to play today, had to take an injection. So all of them, really proud of them all, and it's great to get two big wins. Because, you know, you come out of that the wrong way, and then the pressure starts and everything else. But we have to, like I said, we have to control our controllables, and we did that this weekend.
Another home game, another big night here at the arena, another NHL team in the building, Boston on this occasion.
There were 4 NHL teams here today.
It's incredible. So as it looks like Liam goes out, the news earlier this week that maybe another couple of kids are coming in, because you've looked at several this week.
Yeah, and I think, you know, that's something I know when I came back, and I wanted to do with Tony. I'm a British coach, and I believe in British players, and I believe in, you know, we're in a very, very tough industry for British players. There's 14 imports, you know, so there's only 5 or 6 spots on each team. So to get that opportunity to get on an elite league club is tough. So, you know, we believe by grabbing these kids and getting a look at them when they're 15, 16, like we did with Cole, like we did with Liam, and like we did with, you know, Brownie, and getting them and bringing them into our fold and training them and coaching them and showing how it's done with the physio side of things, that you know, with Danny and the video, and being a professional and what it takes to be one. So we've got a couple of very promising youngsters in the junior setup here in Sheffield, you know, Brammer and Nixon. And we're going to bring them in. We're going to, I mean, you know, they're young boys, but we want to bring them in and we want to see how they look, you know, against what we have right now. I mean, you know, if Liam Kirk hadn't have come to the Steelers, no disrespect to where he's been before, and I don't mean this in any way, no one would have heard of Liam Kirk. Liam Kirk's hopefully going to get drafted and has had probably 20 teams come and look at him numerous times this year because he's with us. And we want the best young British talent in this area and all over the UK. And we're hopefully not going to leave no stone unturned until, you know, we got a network of scouting out there, and we believe in local talent and British talent. And whilst I'm here, we're going to be pushing that.